Macros Inc. family, I wanted to make a quick video on how to do a full check-in from start to finish and how you can access all of the data that it submits. So first thing you're going to do is log into the client portal at portal.macrosinc.net. You'll use your login information and it'll take you to your account dashboard, which is what we're looking at now. What you're going to do is you're going to scroll down, and normally you would be hitting this add new check-in button, but we're going to change the functionality of that. For now, just click on any of these three logos where it says photos, measurements, or questions. When you click on one of those, it takes you to your check-in page. So what we're going to do here is you're going to click on the recent entries, and you'll see that there's nothing synced here from last week. So my check-in was due yesterday for myself, so I'm just going to treat this like a regular check-in. So you'll see that there's nothing submitted here. What you're going to do is you're going to scroll down, you're going to hit the Manage Connection button with your My Macros Inc. account, and you're going to sync the last 7 days. You're going to type 7 and hit Sync Now, and this takes a couple of seconds, so you can just kind of dance, you can get some steps in, you can walk around your room, do whatever you need to do. Once it's fully synced, it'll populate all of the entries for your last week. It should connect all of your macros. So once it's done that, then if you want to add any comments on these days, so you can see that all of these days are now added in, right? So we've got my Monday, Tuesday, everything basically from last week. So everything's there now. And what you can do here is if you want to add comments or you need to add like some information, let's say you're logging for today's entry, you just select the date that you want to add a comment to. So you'll select the Tuesday, for example, and this will attach it to your macro entry. So I had a great day. And you hit save, and you'll see that it then populates below into the entries. So this note, our coaches can see on the backside. So this is where you can leave notes and tell us what's going on in your world, so to speak. And then the next thing that you'll do is you'll click on the photos entry, and you can again see all of your entries. You will hit Add New Entry. You'll click the button, and then we'll just upload 3 screenshots. So just gonna go like this. You hit the Save button, or you can upload your 3 photos. Sorry, you can hit the Save button. And then those will all be there. And then again, those are all available for your coach on the back side of things. The next thing you're going to go do is hit your measurements. So again, if you go to the recent entries view, this will show you all of your recent entries and your measurements and such. I'm going to add a new entry here. So you're going to select your date. You're going to put if you are with My Macros, you don't have to put any weight in. The portal will automatically pull that information, so you do not have to do anything with the weight. All you're going to do is put your measurements in. So we're going to do that. And then that's done. And then if you want any comments here, you can put comments here. And that will also show up on the coaching side. So if you are adding anything, if you need to add multiple measurements, you can hit save and add more, but in this case you're going to hit submit. That is then going to populate all of your new measurements into your recent entries, and you can see that right here. The next thing you're going to do, and last but not least, is you're going to hit the questions button. You're going to hit add a new entry. You're going to put your total steps. You're going to put anything that's coming up in the next 7 days. You're going to rank your tracking. You're going to rank your energy levels. You're going to rank your hunger levels. You're going to put any comments in that you need to, and I'm just breezing through this, but you guys can be as thorough as you need to. The more information you can give us, the better we can help. And that's basically it. You're going to hit submit. And then again, you'll see all of this pop up in your entries. So now in my recent entries, once it's popped up, you'll see that I now have this. It'll be in my check-in history, or again, if you want to look at this, you can go and look at it in the check-in page. So that's all submitted now. Everything's good, and you can see this here, March 31st. I submitted my check-in this morning. Everything's done. You're done. Everything's submitted. The coaches are now going to see all this on the backside. Photos, measurements, and questions and macros are due every single week, unless you've got an arrangement with your coach where you're doing photos and measurements less frequently than that. But that's how this portal's set up. It will not send us notifications unless you have your photos and your measurements submitted. So make sure you're doing all of that, and let us know if you guys have any questions at all.